Well, hello, you lovely people. So sorry about this. I keep forgetting my camera for when we're at Barlbrough Spring Ponds. Right, update from today, 11th of the 7th, 2020. Right, let's start. Got there nice and early. Steve drew me a wonderful peg, number 7, and it just seemed like it was going to be one of them days when you're setting up. There was no fish in my margins. There was quite a few fish cruising about, but nothing seemed to be wanting to feed. So I initially started the match off at around about 7-8 metres shallow, searching for a bite. Nothing. Hard pellet, nothing. Soft pellet, nothing. Corn, nothing. So I checked all the depths, right from shallow down to laid on, nothing. I then, while I'd been fishing this line, I'd been priming my left hand margin line with a ground bait. Sorry, mine's going wrong. Right, primed my my left margin with just pure ground bait, and to my right hand side with corn and hemp. I moved then shallow, but at the edge on my left hand margin, and I stepped off from the tight to the bank just where it started to slope off. Now, what I don't do when it's sloping like so, then I fish, sorry, wrong hand. If that's, oh, we're all over the place here, kids. Right, when that's like that, like that. Tell you, my head these days is going crazy. Right, if this is the closest to the bank and it comes straight out, then on the slant, I like to lay somewhere there. My feed goes on there, but my hook bait goes on there, because I feel that the carp generally want to feed slightly off of where the main feed is. This resulted with double caster on a size 16 hook, a Guru 18 hook, sorry, not 16, just checking. And I had double caster, got a silverfish straight away, got a second silverfish, lost a couple of little silverfish at the net, lost another silverfish, hit into a carp, lovely, resulted in a carp about £3. I decided to rest that swim, but fed it with a couple of small balls of ground bait, but I moved on to my right hand margin. Not a whisper on anything. So no movement, so no disturbed soils, disturbed bottom, nothing, no cloud in the water, nothing. I then moved back out to my 7 metre line that I'd been hand feeding all the time I was on the margins. This produced nothing. When I looked at the clock, yet again, ding ding ding, 11 o'clock, 10, 11 o'clock, ding 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 ding, switch off. Only problem was, it didn't switch on for me. I was really struggling all day. I managed to mug one carp. I lost 2 nice carp that just pulled out. I don't know what. Oh, excuse me. I don't know what's happening these days, but the last 3 matches, I've literally pulled out of so many fish, and I just don't understand why, because I changed my hooks, I changed my maker of the hooks. I've gone from Preston to Guru to Midi, and I'm getting the same. Now, I've pulled out more in these last 4 matches than I did all last season. So I was beginning to wonder, what had I done wrong? I struggled for the rest of the match, chasing fish round, trying to get bites. No chance. Absolutely dead. But when I looked around, a lot of people were struggling. So it didn't give me much heart to carry on. But always fish to the last line. I went dobbing at the far bank, and rather than leaving my line in for a minute or so and then moving, trying to find stomach, I found a bit of an alcove, and I put an 8mm halibut pellet banded into that alcove. Didn't move it, just left it there. Bang! Straight round. It went straight round. Lovely. Just as I've got my pole bent down, playing it, Steve blew his whistle. First time this year I've managed to shout, "Fish on!" right as Steve blows his whistle. Last year I was pretty well known for it, but this year it's the first time. I wrapped my tackle away, and talking with the other lads, we all are struggling, and it's like you feed a peg, you feed a swim, catch one fish and it switches off. So then you've got to try and find another swim. But that, after one fish, that switches off. It seems like it's a game of chasing at the moment. But I've been trying different baits, different mixers, different ideas. To be honest with you, I'm sat there thinking, what am I doing wrong? Please, somebody tell me what I'm doing wrong. Apparently I'm doing nothing wrong. Because all the rest of the lads are exactly the same. So it is a shame that a fantastic fishery like Barlbrough Spring Ponds is behaving so strangely this year. It's no It's no bad comments to Steve and the rest of the family that own Barlbrough Spring Ponds and work on it. You work a fantastic fishery. You keep it immaculate, well trimmed, grass cut well, pegged clean every time, laid out keep nets and landing net, and very sociable to the end. Steve, in his honesty, he can't figure out why the weights are so low this year. But we're not the only ones. There's quite a few venues around the country that are struggling with weights that are not normal. Some are very low weights and yet some are very high weights. So we don't know, but I'll plug on and continue. So I finished, I think it was 8th or 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, something like that. I thought I'd got maybe £6 at the most. So my delight when it came round and the scoreboard was put on the table for us, I was pleasantly surprised to be weighing in at £10.12. Damn that, little fishes. Still, it's why we call it fishing, and we will go again next week, and we will try again next week, and fingers crossed it clicks in. Kind of getting into a routine at the moment, struggling on lots of matches, and this is what I'm saying about I don't know what I'm doing wrong, because when I look back on my matches, I've worked in the same way, I've fed the same. There are times when I hold back the feed, and there's times when I fill it in, as we say. It makes no difference. So even last Sunday I joined Hasland Fishing Club on a venture to, sorry guys, memory's gone, not got my phone with me, can't figure it out. But Steve, thank you for letting me join the fishing matches. Eddie, lovely to meet you. Lovely to meet all you guys from Hasland Fishing Club. I just struggled on that one as well, mainly because I couldn't put to the far bank because the wind was gusting from left to right and right to left, and I just kept seeming to be, every time I wanted to go out it came in blustery, so I could only fish shallow, midway as such. But I fished midway, I went up and down the depths, bitting and bobbing, and really struggled. I'm pleased to say I came last. Guys, it was one of them days. The lad to the left of me, I honestly thought he was going to pack in. He was so despondent about the fishing that he got up and went walking. After a few minutes he came back and quickly mixed up some ground bait, cupped it into the middle and started catching. I tried the same, which resulted in nothing. Oh, these pegs! What am I going to do, guys? But that being said, I had a lovely day's fishing. Better to be on the bank than be stuck in the house. Thank you all, guys, for that, and I look forward to seeing you all on your next venture. Right, tomorrow, Sunday, the 12th, I've just booked into Aston Fishery Weekend Open, so I'm going there with anticipation, nervousness. I think I've got a plan in my head because I've listened to lads when they've been fishing there and what they've done. So I think I've got a plan. Hopefully, just only hopefully, I get some film footage for you. Steve, I am so sorry I haven't filmed Barlbrough Spring Ponds this year. I just keep forgetting the camera. So sorry, mate. But big shout out to you. Fantastic. Thank you for all your nice comments about my YouTube channel. And I will see you next Saturday, Steve and his good lady. And I will hopefully be uploading, fingers crossed, me winning tomorrow. Doubt it, but we can only hope. Right, guys, I will say ta-ra because it's getting late, and thank you for watching. Don't forget, like and subscribe. The more you subscribe, the more I can put out and help show and talk through different aspects. Okay, guys, ta-da.